Let's talk the 7 Ajahs. Hey everyone, welcome back to Andrew's Wizard Reads, and as always guys, I am Andrew, and today I got another book tag for you, but before we get to that book tag, make sure you are liking and subscribing, hitting that bell notification so you can get regular updates for when I put out new content. I post every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Also, make sure you're checking that description box down below for the link to the Whistler Duo Discord, as well as information about my Patreon and links to all of my social media. And guys, this is a Wheel of Time based book tag from my good friend Megan over at Megan's Reading Revelations. I will have her video linked down below, as well as all the prompts, just in case you want to do this one yourself. That's it, guys. This is the 7 Ajahs book tag based off of the 7 Ajahs in the Wheel of Time. So let's get right on into it. Should be a pretty quick tag, so let's see what we can do here. Alright, number 1, The Red Ajah. Name a book with a protagonist that likes to keep the law. Well, guys, when it comes to the law, it's either the Great Codes or Sir Samuel Vimes from the City Watch collection in Discworld. I love these books. Sam Vimes is all about justice, or as regular people would say it, justice. But guys, I love the City Watch collection. So far, it is still my #1 collection in Discworld. Granted, I've only read 2 collections at this point, but I'm hoping it keeps that top tier. Also, this cover is blue, which is my favorite Ajah, but we'll get to that in a minute. Alright, Green Ajah, The Battle! Alright, name a book with an epic battle or fight scene. And when I was sitting here kind of thinking about it, I was like, what battle scene in any of the books really just grabbed my imagination? And I think I've got the right entry. It's been a while since I've read this, but I think that's in Words of Radiance. And the battle at the end of this book is just mind-blowingly awesome, inventive. I feel like as I was reading the pages, you could just hear epic battle music just going in the background. Just you know what I'm talking about. I'm not the only one. I'm not weird. Alright, number 3, The Gray Ajah, or the most boring Ajah. Maybe that's the whites. I don't know. Alright, a book that you recommended to somebody that they loved, or a book someone recommended you that you ended up loving. And I'm going to go with the whole series of LPQ. So far, I have read 3 of these books, and every one has pretty much been 4.5 to 5 stars. In fact, going in the tradition of Alan, the Long-Priced Prophet, the later 2 books went back and escalated this book to a 5-star, making it even better than it already was. LPQ is just very slow burn, character-based fantasy. It is intricate. It gets deep into the politics and how just one small inciting incident can lead to just full-out war or conflict, what have you. Actions have repercussions, and all it takes is that little push to start toppling the dominoes. So yeah, LPQ, definitely for me. Alright, and that came from Alan, pretty much recommended that one to me. The Brown Ajah, The Bookish Ones. A book with a library setting or a storybook within a storybook trope. I don't read a whole lot of those, but when it comes to libraries, all I could think of was Arm of the Sphinx. And I think this is the right one. Yeah, this is the right one. So at the end of this book, we have got a very, very interesting library, a very, very intricate, long-winded library scene where Senlin is just going through a library, dealing with an issue. And for that reason, we're going to go Arm of the Sphinx. I can't really get too deep into it because this is a book 2, and I don't want to talk about spoilers. But yes, Arm of the Sphinx. Alright, The Yellow Ajah, or The Healers. A book that helped you get through a hard time that makes you feel happy. Well, I mean, guys, this has gotten me through many, many difficult hard times. I actually just finished my 9th reread, I think, and the first time on audio. And because it's the Wheel of Time book tag, we've got to choose The Eye of the World. This is my favorite book of all time. I've said it before, and I'll keep on saying it. I am now getting ready. I've been talking about how I love Wheel of Time. Look at this thing. That's a Wheel of Time right there. And guys, I'm finally getting ready to start doing Wheel of Time content on the channel. We're almost a year in, and I think it's about time. Guys, I just finished this. I read this in 3 days on audio. And it was just absolutely fantastic. Michael Kramer and Kate Redding do an amazing job on their performance here. So, yes. Yes! Yes! Anyway, let's see. Blue Ajah, my favorite! I think. Maybe. I don't know. They're most balanced. I don't know. Alright, a book with a good versus evil theme. Well, right now, I'm going to go with The Ninth Reign, mainly because we've kind of got a world that has just been dealing with invasion after invasion after invasion by the Jeruli, I think is how you pronounce that, or the Worm People. These are like alien people who like come in and like, you've got the Aborians who like ride these steeds that are like birthed from a god tree. I swear this isn't an acid trip. This is just a mishmash book. Guys, it's a very, very unique world, very interesting setting, almost like a video game. But, like, you've got your characters who are fighting these worm people, or have fought them in the past, and then, like, yeah, it's definitely very, very interesting. I'm currently working on this trilogy. I am, like, in the early days of book 2. So we'll see what that turns out to be. The White Ajah, name a nonfiction book that taught you something new. I don't read nonfiction, so I can't answer this prompt. The Black Ajah. Name a series that you secretly love, or a book or series that you secretly love, but you just don't want to admit it. That would probably be Solace by Gail Carringer. I secretly loved this book. Now, it was like a 3.5 out of 5. And honestly, even if giving it that rating, like, I would reread this again. Like, I want to get back to this series. This is totally not to my taste. This series is not for me. It's like Victorian, high society with like vampires and like a very like prudish, just following a female protagonist who's kind of prudish and very propriety, and just it was hilarious. It was funny, but like I could, if you were to look at me and be like, I bet that guy's read Solace. No, that's not me. Like if you picked up the book, you're just like, Andrew's not going to read this book, but I did, and I loved it. So that's it, guys. That is the tag. I am actually not going to tag anybody. Instead, I'm going to say, if you enjoyed this tag, go ahead and do it. I'm tagging everybody watching this, and we'll just see what happens. That's it. Guys, till next time, peace out. Stay magical. Bye. And as always, I want to give a huge thank you to my patrons.